Hey, welcome back to the broadcast. This is the Movement Driven Entrepreneur Channel. I'm Thane, I'm your host. And in this video, I'm going to dive a little deeper into the 3G marketing paradigm and share the four primary principles or pillars, if you will, about how the marketing paradigm works. And so hey, welcome back to the broadcast. I am so excited to share this stuff with you today because it has been absolutely life-changing for me and for others who have been engaging the 3G marketing paradigm. Now, the way I discovered this was I needed to find some marketing strategies that actually worked. And so I was starting a new business. And so what I did was start to research marketing and such. It was kind of like I was trying to find the gold ring. What I found was a vein of gold that I never expected to find. And so what I did was find this small but growing group, seemingly ordinary entrepreneurs who have achieved extraordinary success and wealth, creating 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses, sometimes within the span of a year or 2 or 3. And the way they've done this is by moving in a direction that is contrary to traditional, what I call status quo or 2G marketing paradigm strategies. They use a different paradigm of marketing to get their message and their products and their service out there into the world. And I want to share that with you. Because what I did was when I discovered this, I've got to call it what it is, movement. It's a movement of ordinary entrepreneurs who are achieving extraordinary success and wealth. I was so inspired and challenged and pumped about discovering this. I wrote a book about it called 3G Marketing, How Ordinary Entrepreneurs Are Achieving Extraordinary Success and Wealth. And you can get that for free in the description below. But what I did when I discovered these folks, I dived into each of their rabbit holes, as many as I could. I bought their products. I learned their sales system. I listened to their messaging. I learned everything I could by diving into their systems and then reverse engineering it, and then kind of re-engineering it in a way that made sense of the entire paradigm. And now I've kind of created this I don't know, this system, I guess, called the 3G marketing paradigm. And the strategies that I'm going to share with you are used by me and by numerous other seemingly ordinary entrepreneurs who have achieved extraordinary success and wealth, okay? And so the 3G marketing paradigm, as I see it, as I understand it, is made up of 4 primary pillars, if you will, principles. One is the tribe solar system, all right? The tribe solar system, as I describe it, as I've created it, so to speak, is a series of concentric circles, as you can see. And each circle is designed to move people from outside of your solar system into step by step so that they get closer and closer to what I call the center, or the sun. Now, the sun represents light and heat, right? That's where we get our light. That's where we get our heat. And light represents knowledge, understanding, information. And heat represents passion, drive, desire, fire. And so the closer people get to the center of your tribe solar system, the more success they'll have, the more drive, the more passion, the more wisdom, the more knowledge, the more information. They'll have more of what they need in order to achieve the goals that they have set for themselves. Now, it could be as simple as what you do is you crochet like a badass. You're a badass when it comes to crocheting. You've been spending hours every day for years, and you know all the ins and outs. And you want to communicate that to others and help others achieve the results that you've achieved. Or maybe it's chiropractic. Maybe it's survivalist. You're a survivalist and you know all the techniques to survive out in the wild. Maybe you're one of those people who can end a physical threat in one strike and walk away. And you want to help people learn these principles. It may be that you are just a badass when it comes to software programs, and you create excellent tutorials so that others can learn how to use these programs and benefit them, their lives and their business. Whatever it is that you do, if you are, for example, you already have a business and you're trying to figure out how to get more people to discover your products and services, or if you're thinking about starting a business, doing what you love and helping others to learn how to do it and profiting from the whole process, then the 3G marketing paradigm is going to be your ticket to get you to where you want to go. All right? And so, the first, as I said, is the Tribe Solar System. The second element is pretty common. It's called the sales funnel. And 2G marketing, or status quo marketing as I've described it. And by the way, I have a definition for status quo. Here's what status quo is. Status quo is doing what everyone's doing because everyone's doing it. And when you are doing what everyone is doing because everyone is doing it, you're going to achieve the results that everyone is getting. That's status quo. The entrepreneurs that I am being mentored by and have studied and researched and reverse engineered their systems, they don't do what everyone's doing. They do what no one else is doing. And by no one, I mean the 95% of people that have average or below average success. Listen, Dan Kennedy, one of the greatest 1G marketers, first generation marketers, direct response marketing, had extraordinary success. And he's done a ton of research, made a ton of millionaires. And this is a quote from him. He said this: about 1% of entrepreneurs have extraordinary success. And then about 4% achieve better than average success. 95% achieve average or below average results, and 20% of entrepreneurs close their doors. They lose their businesses because they're following 2G marketing paradigm strategies. And so I want to help you become one of the 5%. And one of the things that 2G marketing does is primarily build something, usually a website, and direct people to the website. But in 3G marketing, the concept of the sales funnel is absolutely essential. And we're going to talk more about that. I'm going to unpack that and break that down. I know a lot of you understand what a sales funnel is, but some of you may not. And the 3G marketing paradigm is there are ways to execute the 3G marketing paradigm that creates killer sales funnels within your system. We'll talk more about that in a later broadcast. And then there's what I call the value staircase. And this is, as you can see, kind of a way to move people to higher and higher value, where they receive more and more of the kind of the stuff, whatever it is, the stuff that they're looking for to either move away from pain or move toward pleasure and find those things that they want to pursue. And yet they've been hitting their head on a ceiling. You know, they haven't gotten onto the trajectory that they've desired for their lives. You became an entrepreneur so that you could help people. You could help people, and you're going to help them by helping remove that ceiling so they can move up to the next ceiling, you know, like the second floor, remove that up to the next ceiling, the third floor, and then finally through the top where it is just open sky and there is no limit to where they can go. And so the value staircase is a means by which ordinary entrepreneurs like you can help your customers, your clients, move toward the success that they've always dreamed of, but haven't yet been able to attain. And then the fourth element is going to take probably a series all on its own, and I call it the movement maker philosophy. Okay, the movement maker philosophy it's the fourth element of the 3G marketing paradigm, but it is a thing all its own, and every one of the extraordinarily successful entrepreneurs that I discovered and learned from and kind of reverse engineered, they all had one thing in common. They weren't just business owners selling products and services to their customers. They were movement makers. They started movements and created communities, a tribe of raving fans of their business who were so sold out that they literally became advocates, evangelists for the movement. And that's the fourth element. And so that's kind of a brief overview of the 3G marketing paradigm. And you may be familiar with some of these things, you may not be. But even if you are familiar with some of these things, you may not be as fully informed about it as it is connected to the 3G marketing paradigm. And that's what this broadcast is about. I want to take you on a journey with me to continue to grow, to create and grow a tribe, to start and expand a movement, and to achieve extraordinary success and wealth and help more people than humanly possible. And that's what these series of videos are going to be about. So I really appreciate you hanging with me for this one. I will see you on the next video. And until... Hey, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate the time you've spent with me here. If you want more information, I've got a blog that you can access in the description. I've also got some other training materials and resources that you can access as well. And I'm also going to put links in for people and resources that have profoundly impacted me in a way that has helped me to continue on my journey toward moving toward extraordinary success and wealth as an entrepreneur. You can access some of those down there. Thanks again for joining me on this broadcast. I will see you on the next one.